I'm here to say, hear me now. This is a soul fire production. Soul fire production. Soul fire production.
Hello buddies! During our previous episode, I shared to you a technique on how to dwarf a coconut tree. And for this video, we are gonna tackle the same thing but on a different yet effective process. During our first tutorial video, you may observe that the end product of the process I taught you is quite different from the result of the technique that I'm gonna be teaching you today. You are looking at the end result right now, and how was I able to achieve its present state? Stay tuned. Both of them had the same amount of time spent in years of training when we talk about progression upon propagating them. So the wonder is not about what I did to shorten the palms. The question is, what did I do to make its leaves become really small? As if refined. The bonsai DIY secret will now be revealed. The first and succeeding steps are quite similar to the first technique that I shared to you on the previous episode. From husking the coconut material that you had, planting it into a pot and tying it up, filling it with your soil mix, just refer to the first video if you might have not seen it yet. And now we are cutting out its lower palms, and we will clean its surrounding as well by taking out the coconut fibers later on. Unlike the technique which I taught you on the other episode, we won't be leaving two palms for its training, but we'll be cutting the top portion instead as part of the procedure. Just leave 3 to 4 inches of the palm measuring from its tip, which is nearest to the trunk as the baseline, going upward. The next thing to do is to cover it with cellophane and secure it with the tape, and it stays there for a couple of weeks after a shoot will come out. Just make sure that you won't remove the whole cellophane directly after it bared the shoot, because instant exposure may cause a shock to the new environment of the coconut shoot that may trigger it to die, which could just lead into a waste of time. Just cut the top of the cover and leave it be for at least 3 to 5 days for it to be oriented in its new environment. Although a coconut material is not as sensitive as it can be, just make it a practice for better results such as this. Yes, you're seeing it. As early as this stage, you may apply the technique if you may want to. I'll be removing the cellophane now. It's already a successful one, but before that, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell for you to be notified on our upcoming videos. I also did another propagation on a mature dwarfed coconut tree, which also resulted into an outcome I haven't anticipated to be very beautiful. It's a coconut clinging on rock, and now it's pretty much established. And that concludes our activity for today. The next episode will be as exciting as this one because I'm going to be teaching you how to split the trunk of your dwarfed coconut trees. So make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. I'm reminding you once more because in Bonsai DIY, together we will learn.